Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the second match of the first week, Season 30. Last round was a win. Recap is in the last video, but we'll just do a quick talk about how that went. There's not much to review. My opponent only did a couple battles. He either just does his minimums. His history was kind of all over the place. But we got a couple holds, and it may have been he knew he didn't have the chance to win at this point after Bosk and Grievous were able to get a couple holds. Today's opponent is Nick Pav here, or Nick Pav. Quick look at the top end of his characters and speeds. His dash is 300, and his dash is right here. So he's got 16 300 plus speed characters. His Star Killer is not too far behind at 298. We'll look at the SWGOH data real quick. We're just going to do a quick bird's eye view. I know this is a little hard to read. I made it a little larger. It's just nice for a quick glance. I'm focusing in on the final four here just to show that I've got the most favorable matchup in this little grouping. So I'm going to need to win this one because the next one is going to be difficult to win. We've got a 6 GL and a 5 GL player, and I'm going up against the 4 GL player. In terms of depth, my opponent's at 139, a little bit more shallow, whereas the next ones have a little bit more depth with the 6-dot mods. My current opponent is a little bit more shallow, whereas the next guys, they've got really nice mods. And my opponent today is a little slower, whereas I'm slower than both of the guys next round. They've got really nice GLs. My opponent has some good ones, but we have a path forward. And no Melgus, no Raddus, a Gear 9 Iden with lower stars. He's got a good Wampa though, a slow Qui-Gon. His Echo is not ready. But the rest of these characters are decent. He's got a slower Maul though. That's a quick look. Let's jump into the hotbot for a couple more pieces of information. Quick glance at this info. He is in a smaller guild. His clears and undersizes are pretty good though. Defends and holds, I've got some advantages, but this is a guy who takes this seriously. Zetas are good, shallower, and in terms of the mods, nothing too much to add from the other info here. His counts are fine, but we've got the advantages. His relic levels is where he has a lot more strength than me. You can see the total relic levels are much higher. And he's got a lot of relic 7s and a decent amount of relic 4. He's got a good distribution here, and most of his relics are at 4 and higher. Datacrons he's engaging with a little bit, but I've got what I'm finding is I only have so many squads. Like for me to have like 74 Datacrons is a waste because like I don't have 74 squads to put them on. I should just dismantle them or do something with them, but I don't know, I'm figuring it out. But if I only have like 6 squads I can put Datacrons on, then I should have 6 Datacrons. Or 12, we can double it. I have more squads than that, but that's just pulling a number out of the air. In terms of speeds, I got some advantages here. None of this really matters too much. if we're not facing it. The cat, that one matters because he's going to have the advantage there if we go up against a GMK. He's got the faster Star Killer. Not that that's a mirror. And the sign of Jingo is not. Alright, let's just get into this. There's nothing too much to extract out of that. It is 4 a.m. I took a little nap that turned into a sleep and then woke up and decided to do this right now. Oh, he started attacking. Okay. I debated for a while whether or not I should have a coffee, and coffee won. Let's start up top here. I made no changes. Has not touched this territory. This territory has always been a little weak. I'd like to strengthen it, but we got too many things to work on. Down below. You know what I should have done? I should have thrown Inquisitors on defense. Hoping to trip him up with Melgus, but nothing there. Maybe because he's shallower, we drew out some weapons though. Back wall. I think he's just paused. He's one-shot everything so far. I think he's waiting to see what I do before he continues. Looking at his defense. He didn't use any of his Datacrons, which is going to help. We got ROLO, Geos, JML, and Troop. That's not even a Trooper team. He's got Sith Eternal Emperor. I wonder if what he's thinking is they're at relics, so he put them down, which is a strategic error. Like, you guys see it, especially on the alt account, where relics can be countered. They do not necessarily beat good synergy. Down below, we have Sith Eternal Emperor and Darth Revan, along with a Dash Squad and Grievous. And that is a weak Sith Eternal Emperor squad. Just a second here. We're going to start with Sith Eternal Emperor. I'm tempted to use my Wampa, but I feel like I need higher relic levels to chance that. It's not guaranteed to win, but there's no tank. We're not going to mess around. We're not going to use a GL though, because we can maul this. Then we can Wampa somewhere else. If I didn't really need this win, we would just do it. I'd test it out and see what happens. Because it at least grounds me to understand, just do that stress testing. Just a second. So we'll go with Watt. And some sort of Datacron. I don't even know what my preferred Datacron is here. Does that apply to them? Do I care that they do that? Tenacity up. Don't know. We gotta... Oh, that's not gonna apply to her. This doesn't really apply to them. See, I need a better one for these guys. This at least has some synergy. The health steal will be nice. We'll go with it. I haven't done this in a while. You don't very often see Sith Eternal Emperor on defense. Yeah, let's do that. Let's punch on Dooku. Hit second sister. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh my god, this is why I shouldn't be doing this at 4 a.m. I need to be hitting Sith Eternal Emperor. We'll see if I survive this strategic blunder. And we'll be able to clean it up regardless. But what I was supposed to do was go after Sith Eternal Emperor, but I wasn't thinking about it because I shouldn't be playing right now. Let's just do it. Alright, we're going to do 2 hits on Sith Eternal Emperor. Because I want to take out Sidious with Maul's middle ability and try and get 5 stacks here, which we didn't get. We really need 5 stacks of Anguish in order to survive this. We gotta go for the stacks. Yeah. That was me being foolish. You're supposed to go right after Sith Eternal Emperor to start the battle. But I wasn't thinking. We'll just do it this way. That was an easy one. Very irritated with myself right now. I don't think I've even had the opportunity to do this yet. Wampa versus Sith Eternal Emperor. Should probably just auto it. I'm probably going to add relic levels to Maul. Like if we were able to take out Sidious with that ability when we needed to, we would have had my stacks. And we could have just done it. And we would have been able to get away with the blunder. Let me just auto this. There's no point in me clicking on anything. Come on. watched the first episode of She-Hulk. I liked it, but I was learning some things about it. Like, that wasn't the intended pilot. Like, they filmed a different pilot, and then they decided to change things because they got a little scared that going straight to the lawyer show was going to weird out people, which I think is just, I don't know, just not necessary. I didn't need the origin story. Just saying, I'm getting a little worried here. No, we're fine. We're Can I just do a hit? And do another hit? Alright, we're fine. Yeah, that really took me off my game. We were going to Wampa solo Grievous. We were going to just handle things, but yeah. Being a fool. Second here. We got to get back on track. I don't like giving my opponent room. Do I want the turn me? Yeah. Let's. I don't even think he was modded that well, his Darth Revan. I'm gonna be, anytime you see me quiet, that is me thinking about the blunder and being irritated with myself. It's gonna be the whole match. I'm just in my own head right now. Let's get some tenacity up. I thought after that nap, I felt refreshed enough. Not even a nap, a short sleep. I felt refreshed enough that we could just go for it. Just hold up. Don't like it. No, leave him alone. Maybe I should just go with Death Revan. But Death Revan's gonna come back. Because, Talon. There we go. Sloppier than I wanted, but whatever. We got a Bad Batch. No, where's his Qui-Gon gonna be? I didn't see his Qui-Gon in his history, but not. I'm a little worried that there's just like a lack of participation going on, because in his history there wasn't a lot of full clears. We're gonna Bad Batch this. This is right on the line. And I did fix my mods a little bit. My Omega could be faster, but my tech is, I sped up a lot. Because the problem I was finding was my Echo was in most cases plenty fast, but my tech was so slow that he wasn't going immediately after. Like in this case, B1 would have snuck in and started doing some attacks. But the other thing I need, I don't need it, but it helps, yeah, is getting my Omega faster so that she can do this more consistently. Throw the target practice. I don't want to take anybody out right now. I'm going to throw this over here. I guess I should do anyway. I need to get some protection before I take out anybody. Let's swap to Omega. That's bad. Okay. There we go. That's the value of Omega. And we got a lot of those guys drop at the perfect moment. Great. Love you, Bad Batch. Next round, Melgus is coming off of defense. We want to be able to showcase what he can do at Gear 12 on offense with support. It might just turn into some testing, because I also want to show my Inquisitors. Let's see, what's my plan here? CLS was my plan. Let's stick with that plan. Wait a second, maybe we don't stick with that plan, because, well, it's not a trooper squad. What am I talking about? I don't need to. We'll do something else with that Veers, because it's not a real squad. Not that this is all that worrisome. There's no Vandor. Maybe I want to do this different. Like, we can't exactly disrespect this, but we don't need to treat it like it's a real threat either. Did I have a plan for Traya? Maybe we use Traya here. There could be Mon Mothma on the back wall. Ooh. Let's sortie this. We are gonna sortie this. I'm a little concerned about Nest. That's my only concern. Who do I normally put in the final slot? I guess I'm going to throw in Chopper. I could do K2S. The K2SO has got a better taunt. But look at this. There's a Dispel on Chopper that's nice. So he'll assist. And we'll get offense up, defense up, speed up. With a chance to reduce cooldown, we're going to use Chopper. I'm sure there's things I'm missing here, but we're going to do it. I've used this in 3v3, so that's why I'm feeling alright about things. BB-8 would have been nice. Yeah, I probably needed BB-8. This was a disaster. Yeah, that wasn't good. Oh, and you know what? I knew he was fast. We're just going to use CLS. We're going to do the original plan. That was too bad. Sure, I guess. Who cares? After the Maul blunder, I really shouldn't be doing foolish stuff. Like the swordy thing. You know what? We gotta be careful. We don't... no, it's not a relic nest. We don't need to be careful. There we go. This is also why I didn't want to use my CLS. It's just, I knew it was going to be way too powerful. With Vandor, sure. But this and no Omicron really feels like a waste of my CLS. Let's see what's on this back wall. I have no idea. Traya would have been able to handle it. It's just, depending on what's back there, I might want Traya. Yeah. He put down a strong defense. Like, he put down 2 GLs plus his Star Killer. So he, and his Darth Revan. And he's not that deep. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he runs out of some stuff. He does have the faster Star Killer, which I'm not sure how much that's going to matter. He does have relics on his Visas, and I don't. He has higher relics. He's got the better Star Killer squad. I wonder how the AI plays it, though. I wonder if I would still have the advantage. Ooh. Take off those foresights. Buy myself a little time. Let's get a stun on Anakin. Then we need somebody to die so I can drive up the health. Perfect. Now it's just basics for a while. We want the health on Daka and the damage on Ventress to ramp way up. And I need Ventress back. Let's get rid of the foresights for a turn. Perfect. This is why you want some of your Night Sisters weak. We are not close to the health we need. You want them to die off, is what I stopped myself from saying because I got distracted. And that's why I'm not controlling them right now. I want to allow them to attack who they want. The only one I care about is Anakin, because he's the only real threat to Daka with healing immunity, with that amount of damage. And I want to give myself like 2 minutes to finish the battle. And soon, hopefully, one of them will take a hit on Daka and I'll get a feel for how tanky she is. We don't want to do it too early. The Venturous Omicron would completely alter this, make it a lot easier. Alright, I'm gonna... It will stop Ayla from stunning. I want Anakin to do a hit now. Okay, perfect. His AoE's on cooldown. I want Ventress back. Oh, we didn't get it. Okay. Thing is, with Ventress's Omicron, you can do this with full protection and get way more banners. Yeah. I think it's like... We get what? Another like 5 or so banners? Alright, how do I want to play this? Trey is either going to be here up against Mon Mothma or up against Geos. Geos, I could use Troopers. This Palpatine. I do have... No, I've got 2 GLs left. Why am I overthinking this? I can just throw in whoever I don't use up top up against Starkiller. I should have waited till morning. This is nestable. Alright, we'll do the easy way. We're going to JMK this JML down below. Oh my god, wait a second. Alright. I'm just realizing I have way more firepower than I thought. I should have one-shot this whole thing. I'm irritated. I've given him room to come back. I don't know if he has the depth for it, but there's a path to victory, I'm sure. Oh, this is Jedi Knight Galactic Republic. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see Cat. I don't need it. I'm going to give this to JML. What are the speeds on these characters for him? His JML is not as fast as my JMK, so let's just do the protection up then. I really don't need mace for this. Why risk losing the body? I don't want to use that on JML. Sure. We'll get through the protection at some point. Alright, now we can get around the taunt. Let's get rid of old Ben, I guess. Hermit Yoda, though, may have been the better choice. No. Sorry about those dogs. They're not cooperating today. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. Maybe this one's probably better to Traya than the Maul. We're gonna Traya this one. The Monmouth was a little riskier. You can have him. That's nice. Usually, before Melgus, the Sith Empire Trooper was with Darth Revan, so he was never around for this. Leave him alone. Why would you do that? And like, why'd I even bring you in here, trooper? Your job was to die so that Scion didn't have to. You guys did this all in the wrong order. And Savage, of all people, did his job. Like, you guys shouldn't be playing this way. I should have just annihilated Brute, because we gotta take out Brute anyway. Sunfac would have died by any number of other means. That's nestable. We're nesting this. I need some banners back. Yeah, let's do a data crop. Let's get like health steal or something. I don't need anything great. I just need, yeah. Is that, am I even gonna have two? Let's try it. It's the health steal I care about. The crit damage is nice too. Let's just speed things up and make it easier. Get those dazes. Captain Han's the one we're going to care about, because he can revive and be annoying. Yeah, we're not getting any buff. I didn't think that we would, but I couldn't remember if there was some sort of buff that would add into that Omicron ability. He's got a well-mounted ROLO, though. You can tell by the amount of time she's doing her special ability. Because the cooldown speeds up if you're hitting crits. So she's doing well. Still so irritated about that Maul move. It's the first time I've seen Sith Eternal Emperor on defense in months, and I pull that. That's probably why, part of the reason why that happened. Alright, we're gonna JML. Wait, you know what? I wonder if Jedi Knight Luke might be able to solo that Veer's squad. I'm just trying to think if there's anything there that I need to be concerned about. Okay. Actually, this is a disaster. I got real lucky that it hit Piet. There's a reason I don't do this. It's because you need to be faster and check the speeds. Like, RNG just saved me right there. If they would have hit anybody else, this could have fallen apart. And actually, going after Cara Dune right now is pretty beneficial. It's just driving up our stacks, and we're going to continue getting... we're going to continue getting turn meter. If Katarn would hit anybody else, we got so lucky. We got away with one. This is, I am not on my game tonight or this morning. I should have tried to go back to sleep instead of doing this. We got away with one. As soon as I hit go, I remembered why I don't do that counter. Because I need a faster somebody. Like, I don't feel tired, but I'm making tired mistakes. I can tell I'm off. I need to add a relic level to... Let's write that down. You should keep a notebook next to you when you're playing, because this kind of stuff happens all the time where I realize I need to make a change, and I would forget about this next time I'm like leveling things up. But we'll take the turn meter. Yeah, let's just take the turn meter. It's fine. And we get some stats. Who do I care about? I guess Starkiller is a win condition. Let's throw some ability blocks down. Let's just swap. Yeah. I should have done something to recover health and protection. Because we've actually lost a lot of banners here. It's not really something I typically care about, but I kind of need the banners because of the Maul Blunder. I don't think there's any reason why Jedi Knight loot can't win this. There is a stun from Royal Guard. I don't think that's enough though. I want to solo this. Let's see what kind of stats we can throw on him. Health, steal, resistance, penetration, crit damage, and turn meter is not bad. turn meter is not awful, but I don't think it's going to circumvent the fact that he's slow to begin with. So it's not really worth it. I think this is my best option. A bunch of health steal, turn meter that'll get a little train going, some extra damage. Maybe I could have brought in Hermit Yoda. Is there anyone I'm concerned about? Let's just go after Veers, I guess. Yeah, we're fine. Stark's got a little turn meter manipulation, so does Tarkin. Okay, that's what I thought. This should have been a dominating victory. And we had the... I never should have done the sortie thing. We have a bunch of teams left, too. Oh my god. Don't play at 4 a.m. Alright, what do you got here? Okay. Okay. He does have TIE Interceptor. We need to be careful with that. It's a 6-star Y-Wing. So we'll do Executor, Malevolence. What do I have for the home one, though? The problem is Raddus is specifically bad. We're gonna have to do this final. I'm actually a little worried about this. We're gonna have to try and pick apart the home one. This is actually really bad for me. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna do Executor up against the Chimaera, but if this was a full star Y-Wing, I would probably use the Executor up against the Negotiator. Because there is some RNG these days with a Relic 8 plus Kenobi up against my Malevolence. If you're still dealing with a Relic 7 Grievous. Not really this starting lineup though, but... And the Chimaera is worthy of respect. And I think he has a good second sister. Okay. Yeah, let's put Breach over on Vader. Let's take Vader out right away. Perfect. Actually, while we're here, great. Okay. Perfect. Hoping for the double tap. Alright, we're done with that. You really want those battles back. I've given him so much room to work with. I would feel so much better about the struggles I'm about to have up against that home one had I not made the Maul blunder. If I lose this match, the Maul blunder is going to be something I think about for a very long time. It's going to haunt me. Yeah, let's throw the buzz droids on Anakin. Sure, that's fine. Yeah. That's why you don't put him on reinforcements. Alright. AoE should take care of Anakin. Perfect. Okay. Now the hard part. If I had relics on this fleet, it would be completely different. And I am going to do it at some point. I'm definitely thinking about this. So with relics on this fleet, like, I could outspeed this. Sure, let's throw Hunted here. I don't know, maybe we get... Let's try and stun. Jeez, bad. This is real bad. Yeah, let's get the protection up. Get the big hit, which did nothing. I kind of want to get rid of this protection up. Yeah. Give me my stun, man. Oh, I don't have anyone with advantage. Because why would I have anyone with advantage? Come on. Alright. It's like as soon as I start feeling like I'm having a shot. Let's do it. Let's give everybody advantage. Sure, let's get the assists. What? They have advantage. What am I not understanding here? Alright, fine. Let's do something like this, I guess. How much turn meter do I get? 40. Let's just do it. I think I want it. Oh, I need target lock. There's no target lock. Okay, I get it. So maybe I should call out the other TIE fighter. Or I should have thrown hunted on somebody else. That's also a mistake. You can tell this is not a fleet I rely on. Leave him alone. Oh my god, man. Come on, man. Okay, now you should assist. Okay. Not good. Oh, we timed out. Deliberating too much. See, I'm specifically worried about using the Raddus here. Because the Raddus really needs Deflector Shield to function. And the Rebels are going to dispel Deflector Shield. But maybe it does good enough where we make some progress. I'm just thinking that maybe if I'm feeling particularly crazy, it's not gonna do anything. I just gotta do it. I hate it. I really hate this. Oh my god, if I lose this match. If I lose this match, oh my god. I put down the wrong fleet. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, let's do the days. Days on this fleet's a good idea. You gotta have a tank on the field. Can't mess with this recovery in any of this. Alright, let's get deflector shield back. We got a taunt. That's awful. We're not using specials right now, so we're not affecting our cooldowns. Yeah, let's do that because we'll get to our ability quick. Just please survive another turn. Please, 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 please. Yes! Oh, it doesn't even matter though. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because the Falcon is so good, the capital ship is irrelevant. I should have done this first. Let's try and survive a turn. Yes. Oh my god, guys. If you pull this off. If you guys pull this off. Don't cause me trouble, blue stacks. Okay, good, good, good. I need my full clear. Because the thing I need to think about is his offensive fleets now consist of Executor, which he'll use to take out my Negotiator. Then he has his Finalizer and his own Raddus. And his GLs is also care. So his Finalizer is going to be good, but his Raddus is not. So he has to use his Raddus probably up against he might struggle up against my fleet. He might not clear my fleet. Sith ships, you better come through for me. The Sith fighter, I feel like, is just an awful starting unit, so I'm not going to use it. TIE Reaper, though, will give a little bit of turn meter and stuff, so not an awful option. Especially because we'll be able to take out Ghost real quick. So that should give me the turn meter I need. We'll save that for Mace if it comes down to Mace. I hate it. I'm really looking forward to having a Relic Sith Marauder, even though I don't feel like it helps that ship be any tankier. Yeah, let's give you some protection up. Not that that is going to do anything. Not that these buffs matter at all against a ship that can dispel them. Ooh, yeah, Sith fleet. Oh my god. I think this is a win, but I have introduced so many questions into this because of my play. There's so much stress added now. We'll update this with the results. I gotta see what happens. I don't think he clears my fleet. Like, I'll show you what we got here. It's at least strong. Like, these are good fleets. My home one and my negotiator. He does have a good finalizer, so I think with his executor and finalizer, depending on how he plays this out, he'll take out two of them. But I don't think he has the depth necessary to take out the third. Especially if the way he plays it is executor up against negotiator, finalizer up against the Chimaera. His Raddus is going to be particularly weak up against the home one, just like mine was. And I've got a Biston. And I'm not going to have weak ships like Phantom and Ghost coming in as reinforcements. I'm going to have Outrider, Cassian, the Wedges X-Wing, and and the Y-Wing. Like, I'm going to have some strong reinforcements coming in. I just don't know in what order they're going to come in. Well, I did lose, but I'm more okay with this loss than I thought I was going to be because there was no path to victory. He was able to one-shot my entire defense. So regardless of the Maul blunder, I was not going to any more efficiently beat his fleet. So it was a loss in either way. So congrats to Nick Pav, really schooled me. I think taking Starkiller off of defense was a mistake. I didn't even use him on offense. And without a little bit of a stronger team, I think I gave him plenty of room to undersize and solo teams. From his banner count, I think he probably had to. And from the hot utils data that we looked like, it was something part of his play style that he does. So congrats to him. Now I got an uphill battle for the final round to try and make sure I stay and hang around in Kyber 2. We'll wrap it up there. I did get Red Crate in Conquest. I think I'm going to put out a video on that in the next day or so, just to show what I did it with to help encourage a lot of you guys that you don't need full relics to do a lot of this stuff. Just building out broad, going to that Gear 11 starting point or foundation that I advocate is enough to go after a lot of feats with the right strategy. Show the data discs, all that. I think that might be somewhat helpful because I think a lot of the other content is players with heavy relics showing what it takes. I think having an alternate viewpoint might be beneficial. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.